So I came up with kind of a little 4th of July flow, nothing too crazy, but focusing on gratitude for place and country and the beauty of where we live. We have oceans, we have mountains, not here of course, we have all this diverse landscape, and it's a really pretty place. The meditation video I was watching this morning had all of the like drone footage of mountains and cool places to visit. So just celebrating how awesome it is that we get to live here. So breathing in, grounding through the earth, through the feet, getting long and tall in the spine, rolling the shoulders back and down. Maybe we close the eyes if it's comfortable. And just getting centered with where we are. Bringing to mind maybe something that we're grateful for today. And bringing a smile to the face. I'm grateful for this breeze we have out here.
Hallelujah.
I don't know where it was all day, but it's here now. And our breathwork exercise today, or our pranayama exercise, is going to be breath of joy. So I'm going to teach it first, and then everybody can give it a go, because it's a 3-part breath, and it's a little interesting. And of course, as with all pranayama, if you feel dizzy at any time, please stop, regroup, reground, and if it just doesn't jive with you at all, don't do it. So breath of joy is a breath in, arms up and forward and out. A breath in, arms out to the side. And another breath in, arms forward. And then on our exhale, we're hinging at the waist, forward fold, whoosh, and physically with the hands, sending the energy back. So in, and out. And I chose this today, breath of joy, because it's a time of celebrating tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating and shooting off fireworks and having our favorite beverages and food. So let's do that. We're going to do it about 6 more times. Breathing in and out. And feel free to go at your own pace. So you don't have to do it fast. 2 more times. Ending in a forward fold whenever you've reached your 6 breaths. Taking a moment here to put a little bend in the knees. It's our first forward fold. Maybe those hamstrings are a little tight. Just keeping the spine long, hinging from the hips, and reaching for whatever is comfortable. So that could be the floor, your ankles, your shins, whatever feels good. Relaxing the skin of the face, the shoulders, letting the weight of the head go. Maybe we grab opposite elbows. Breathe. And breathing out. And on our next inhale, slowly engaging the core and the quads, rolling it all the way up from root to crown. Ending in standing when we get there in mountain pose. We're going to do a little bit of arm stretches. We're going to get into the arms a little bit today. So breathing in, send left arm high. Exhale, send it on over to the right. And then we're going to take our right arm, kind of make a little arm bar here. I call this the gym class stretch. I feel like we've seen this a lot in different exercise programs, but just feeling that nice stretch in the outside of the shoulder there. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking a moment to feel, changing the positioning of the arm if it feels uncomfortable or if we don't have sensation, just adjusting to where we get that sweet spot. Maybe we take our right hand to our left arm and give it a little tug. Exhale, let it go, shake it out. And then inhale, bringing that left arm high again. Exhale, we're gonna send it back, reaching the fingertips towards the shoulder blades. So reaching for the middle there. If it doesn't get all the way there, that's okay. We can take our right arm here to left elbow and just gently give it a small push if that feels good. And while we do that, maybe we're hanging out here, just checking in with our pelvis and sending it forward a little bit. So tucking that tailbone in so we're nice and tall, not losing our straight spine. And exhale and release. Coming into the other side, lift the right arm high. Sending it up, exhale, letting it come over the front body. Giving that nice arm bar there. Oh yeah, I needed that. I didn't feel it this morning, but after some exercise, I feel it now. Breathing in and breathing out, enjoying the stretch. Maybe we take that left arm to right wrist, give it a little tug if it feels good. If it doesn't, skip it. Exhale and release, shake it out. And on our next inhale, we're gonna send it up high again and sprinkle the fingertips down between the shoulder blades. So you can take your left arm here to right elbow and kind of give it a little push if you need some help. I usually do. And then just enjoying the stretch. It's easy to move through the warm-ups fast, and I tend to do that when I'm practicing on my own, but this is a really important part of practice. Deeply connecting with the body now, connecting the mind with the body now before we move into more challenging poses. Exhale and release. Coming down. We're going to move into the hips, and I don't think we did this last week. I can't remember. I think I forgot the baby gates last week. Did we do baby gates last week? I call them this because I did a Fit for Mom program with my son when he was little, and that's what they called them. But really, we're just taking some hip rolls here and exercising those joints. So breathing in, we're gonna ground through the right foot to get our balance, start to lift the left foot. Maybe we find a focal point that isn't moving. Inhale and exhale and roll it around. We're gonna do that 4 times this way, towards the back. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, it can be easy to rush these, but it's important to kind of take a moment to feel the body. And then we're gonna reverse our circles, going to the front. That's why they call it the baby gate. You're stepping over the baby gate. I had one that just opened from the side, but when my dogs were puppies, we had the other baby gate, and we had to do this. Ooh, I'm feeling it in the other leg now. And one more time, wherever we are. Inhale and exhale. Set it down, shake it out. Switching sides, coming onto the other side. So we're gonna plant the left foot through the earth, find our focal point, lifting the right leg up and sending it back. 2 more times, breathing in and breathing out. And then reversing to come up and over the baby gate in the front. Two more times this way. And good, release. Getting our muscles nice and warm, exercising that hip joint, and then you'll also notice the grounded foot, the hips and the glutes, we're feeling it. All right, so to counteract that, we're gonna take a forward bend, but this time, this session, we're gonna do it with feet crossed or legs crossed. So grounding through right foot, take left foot across, so left ankle over right ankle. We're gonna get comfortable and balanced here. And if this does not jive with you, if you feel a little off balance, feel free to skip it and do a regular forward fold. Breathing in, sending arms high up and overhead, plugging the shoulder joints in. Maybe we bring the palms together to touch, getting this nice full body stretch here. Maybe we're a firework. That's what it reminded me of this morning. And we're gonna exhale, fold it forward, hinging at the hips, and taking a bend in the knees wherever we need to. Maybe we notice that this is a little bit more intense than our regular forward fold. So if our hamstrings are real tight, or maybe we're rounding our spine to get there, just bend the knees a little bit as we need. Do you need a different pillow, Danielle? Or are you good? You're good? Okay. Breathing in, Breathing out, really feeling the stretch in the back of that right foot, or right knee, right calf, right hamstring. And on the next inhale, we're going to slowly bring it up. Rolling the shoulders back and down, switching to the opposite side. So planting left foot, sending right ankle over left ankle. Breathing in, sending arms high, plugging shoulders into their sockets, bringing palms to touch maybe. Inhale for our I'm going to start calling it firework pose. And exhale, hinging at the hips. Again, taking the bend in the knees. Maybe we place our hands, if they don't meet the earth and we need the extra support, maybe we place them on a pillow. And breathe. Noticing the sensations. Maybe the side's a little tighter than the right side. And on our next inhale, we'll roll it up. Woo, rolling those shoulders back and down, releasing the legs. And this time, we're going to bring the hands up high. Inhale, stretch, and exhale, forward fold, but we're going to come all the way down to the mat now. So walking the hands out, walking the feet back, taking plank. This can also be done with the knees down. So if we're not feeling it today, we can bring the knees down and get our nice strong plank here. So whichever variation we're in, we're keeping those elbow creases shining forward. We're lifting the hips, lifting the shoulders. We're resisting the urge to dump into the ground. And exhale, we're going to lower it down. Kiss. Inhaling. Actually, Danielle, you're going to come up to tabletop. Unless, are you comfortable like that? Are you comfortable? Can you do up dog? Up dog is fine. Is that okay on the belly? Okay, then you're going to take that, as long as you're okay. And you can engage those glutes and thighs to help keep you nice and strong here. Everybody else, we're going to take a cobra, or feel free to take the up dog. Breathing in and breathing out. For an up dog, we're going to breathe out and come down. We're going to send it back to child's pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe if our forehead doesn't reach the mat, we can grab for our pillow and take a nice little rest. Letting those hips sink towards the heels. Breathing in and breathing out. Centering in this first child's pose. And you can take this with knees together or knees wide, yogi's choice. Maybe we plug the shoulders back into their sockets some more to create space between the shoulders and the ears. And when we're ready, we're going to come back up through tabletop, which is hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacked over elbows, stacked over wrist. So in tabletop, we're going to take a couple rounds of cat-cow. So face the camera for this one. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, sending the gaze forward for cow, and exhale, round the spine, pressing into the earth with the palms, letting the weight of the head drop, and flowing with this. We're going to do it 4 more times at your pace, breathing in for cow, breathing out for cat. Gripping the earth with the fingertips. And one more round wherever we are. Breathing in, drop the belly, shine the heart forward, bringing a big smile to the face. And exhale, arch that back up, really press into the palms, into the fingertips for cat. And exhale, coming back to a neutral spine. We're gonna pop up into down dog next. You can feel free to stay in tabletop, but if we're going into down dog, we're gonna curl the toes under, lift the knees, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Shining the elbow creases forward, creating space between the shoulder blades and the ears. Breathing in, this is our first down dog, so maybe we pedal it out by bending one knee and then the other. If we're in tabletop, maybe play with bumping the hips from side to side. Whatever feels good to you today. And when we're ready, we're gonna lift the right leg high. This is three-legged dog. We're gonna hold for just a second. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna bring that foot all the way up through the hands. So bringing that right foot up through the hands, coming into a runner's lunge. And this can be done with the back knee down. So that would look like this. Wherever we are, being conscious of keeping our upper body weight off of that knee joint. So whatever is most comfortable for you, whether it's knee down or knee up. Breathing in, bringing the shoulders away from the ears. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna check in with our back foot. So check in with that left foot. We're gonna bring the heel in so that there's a line between our front foot and our front heel and back heel. So the foot is gonna be at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna keep that bend in the front knee and slowly raise it up for warrior one. Adjusting where we need to, so if you need to shorten your stance so the hip creases can point forward, do that. Breathing in, bringing arms overhead or at hips, whatever feels good to you today. You can have them at heart center, whatever you like. If our hands are up, making sure we're consciously bringing the shoulders away from the ears, creating space. Inhaling and exhaling. Bringing a smile to the face. And on our next inhale, we're gonna step the back foot up to meet the front foot, coming into mountain pose. And in this mountain pose, we're gonna bring the toes and the heels close together, so less than hip width distance apart. And I'm gonna rotate here so we can get a good camera view. Let's see, where are you? I wanna make sure we can, yeah, we'll do it that way. I'll face this way. So we're gonna come into chair pose. So you can have hands wherever you'd like to begin with, bringing the feet together. We're going to sink our rear as if we're gonna sit in a chair. And once we get about that far, check in with your knees and your toes, because we wanna keep our toes either behind, or our knees either behind or right at the toes. We don't want our knees over our toes. So wherever you are, and then check in here. We're gonna come up to the hips. Where are our hips at? We wanna tuck that tailbone to protect the spine, and then we'll bring the arms into chair. And you can keep them at your hips if you like. I find this helps me to keep my spine nice, long, tall, and the chest open. You can have them up, or down, whatever feels good. Sinking into our chair, breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And release with a forward fold. Woohoo! We can separate the feet a little bit here if we like. Breathe in that forward fold for a breath. And then when we exhale, we're gonna plant the palms and come back. Danielle, you're gonna go to tabletop. We're gonna go to plank. And then if you'd like, Danielle, you could plank if you want to. I just want to make sure you do up dog instead. So if you're up dogging, you're going to drop the knees, keep the thighs lifted, uncurl those toes, sending the heart forward, engaging the core, engaging the thighs. If we're in cobra, we're down here, letting the forehead kiss the earth, planting the palms a little less than shoulder distance, so chest distance apart, breathing in and rising up for cobra, for cobraing. And wherever you are, go ahead and relax, and we'll send it into tabletop. or down dog if you're going to down dog. So from either tabletop or down dog, breathing in, breathing out. Wherever we are, we're going to repeat on the opposite side. So this time we're going to send left foot up high. Checking in. If we're in table, you can always kick the leg out behind you here for kind of a balancing table if you like. Wherever we are, inhale, we're going to send left foot forward. So as slowly as we can, bring the knee towards the nose, bring the hand between the feet, drag it if you have to get there, and come into this runner's lunge with back knee up or down, whatever you like. You doing okay?
Nice, Destiny.
So breathing in wherever we are, lifting our chest off of our knee, back knee up or down. We're going to breathe in and step it forward. Oh wait, no we're not. Ha! Don't move. Runner's lunge. We're going to walk the heel, the back heel towards the front heel, or in alignment with the front heel, sending the foot out at a 45 or 90 degree angle, keeping a bend in the front knee coming up into warrior one. So finding our warrior one, adjusting our hips, adjusting our stance, wherever we need to be. And exhaling out. Whatever feels good to you today. And when we're ready, we're going to step right foot up to meet the left. Now we're stepping right foot up to meet the left. Knew it was in there somewhere. And then we're going to come into chair from here. So scooting the feet close together, putting a bend in the knees, and starting to find that sitting down position. Only go as far as you are comfortable with. If we feel like we're really sticking our glutes out in the back and having trouble keeping our upper back straight, then maybe we do a tiny chair. There's nothing wrong with that. It is a practice. Breathing in, sending the hips down, lifting the pelvis up, so tilting the pelvic bowl up in space. Breathing in, engaging that core, navel to spine, breathing out. Checking in with our knees and our toes. Breathing in and breathing out. And release in forward fold. Stretch it out. Maybe we kind of pedal the feet like we did in down dog, bending one knee and then the other. And on the next in-breath, we will slowly roll it up. Rolling the shoulders back and down, and taking a nice big breath in mountain pose. Now we've done our chair prep to practice for eagle pose. Since it's 4th of July, I wanted to make sure we did this one. It's a neat one that you don't see very often, but it's a really cool pose. It can look tricky, but I promise it's not. So we're gonna start by kind of sending the hips back almost as if we were gonna chair. Just a little tiny bend, checking in with our knees. We're gonna ground through the right foot, begin to lift the heel of the left, and then we're going to stack it over the right, touching the toes to the mat or the ground below. So kind of having a kickstand here. And then we're gonna check in with our upper body. We're gonna build it. So we're going to be nice and tall in the upper body, breathing in, finding our balance point. And as this is as far as you'd like to go today, if we're not sure about our balance, we wanna be safe, so keep it here. If you wanna bring in the arms with me, we're gonna send left arm high, right arm high, and then we're gonna cross them at the elbows. So we're gonna do let's see, bottom foot. So we're gonna do right arm over top of left, coming into kind of these crossed arms, breathing in, sending the shoulders down, checking in with our hips, making sure they're lifted, the pelvis is tucked, and maybe we go for binding the arms. So that looks like this. So sending that left elbow all the way over the right elbow crease and resisting the urge to have the shoulders up here. We want to bring them nice and down. I've been saying drop the shoulders for the whole class. This is why. Breathing in, feeling that nice stretch in the shoulder blades, finding our focal point. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. Exhale, go ahead and come up. Release the arms, release the legs, and flap our eagle arms because we did it. Setting up for the opposite side, grounding through the left foot. Oh wait, we're gonna squat first. There's a couple different ways to teach this, and I did find that the bringing the hips into chair pose and bending the knees first helps to keep those knees behind the toes. So coming first into our little baby chair, then grounding through the left foot, sending right leg over top, kind of at the knee there, and if we can, touching it to the earth. And then check in with our upper body. Tilt that pelvic bowl up. Maybe we sink a little deeper in the hip. Check in with our knees. And then we take out our arms. So we're gonna go, we did that one. No, we didn't do that one that time. Okay, so we're gonna do both arms up, left arm over right elbow crease. We can do our crossed arms, or we can do our full eagle arms, sending those shoulder blades down. Breathing in, feeling the burn, engaging that core, bringing navel to spine. Breathe in, feel that power. Focus on your focal point, and exhale, release. Fantastic, and that was eagle. It looks pretzel-y, but it's not so bad. So we're gonna bring it down now. Hands up high and overhead, big stretch. And we're gonna exhale with feet at hip width distance into our forward fold. Woo. And from here, we're gonna drop it, walk the hands forward, and coming into our plank or table. From here, we can do cobra, up dog, or go straight to child's pose, whatever works for you. Breathing in and breathing out. I'm gonna drop my knees and I'm gonna do a little bit of up dog. Breathing in and breathing out. And wherever we are, sending the hips back towards the heels, bringing the big toes to touch, coming into a nice child's pose that we're gonna hang out in. So get your pillow ready if you'd like it. Again, wide-legged or legs together, whichever you like. Bringing the forehead or our mat, getting nice and comfy. We can take the arms out behind. Option to try that. Whatever feels good. Breathing in and breathing out. Just feeling the support of the earth beneath you, feeling the belly expand as we breathe in, and the belly compress, sending all the air out as we exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Child's pose is a great place to come if we feel like we've or maybe if we're stressed. This almost fetal position can help us bring our focus back to the breath. And on the next inhale, we're slowly going to come out. So planting the palms in front of us, lifting the hips, coming back upright. We're going to bring the feet together to touch, send the hips back on top of the heels, coming into a modified hero's pose, just kneeling, sitting on our knees. I feel like I'm eating my hair, but I think it's just the mic. Breathing in, getting comfortable here in this upright position. Maybe we take a water break if you need one. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to bring the hands together at heart center with the palms to touch, bringing those with the sternum here. I can't press full force because I got that mic there. But breathing in, kind of squaring the elbows here, keeping them at 90 degrees. We're going to breathe in, lift the heart, lift the chest, and breathe out. Relaxing the shoulders. Maybe we close the eyes here. Taking this hero's pose today, maybe we're feeling thankful for those who've given their life in service. It is a 4th of July flow, remembering all our troops. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe we press into the palms here and see if we can feel that activation in the shoulders and the upper arms. And then relax, and relax the elbows in towards the upper body. Maybe we bow the head towards the fingers, really bringing that chin to chest, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe we get that pressing action back in the hands. Feel how this is a little different than with our elbows up and our chest up. And on the next inhale, bringing the head back up, looking left. Out over the left shoulder. And looking right. And exhale. Coming back through center. We're going to release the hands and we're going to come off our knees onto our rear. I will move this way so everybody's, or maybe I will go this way. Are you forward or that way? You go that way. There we go. That way we'll get all the sides modeled. So coming onto our rear, we're going to do a little boat pose. Just get a little bit of core action in there. And again, if anything doesn't feel right, don't do it. Only practice where you're feeling comfortable. We want to feel nice sensation, no pain. So bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, the spine nice, long, and tall, chest lifted forward. We're going to bring the hands to the backs of the thighs. And we're going to begin to lift our heels, bringing some weight onto our toes, and really shifting that weight onto the sits bones. So keeping our legs hugged in, our thighs hugging in as if there was something in between them that we were holding on to. Breathing in and breathing out. And slowly we're going to play with lifting the legs. You could do one leg at a time. You could do both legs. Whatever feels good, just as long as we're protecting our low lumbar by keeping that sternum shining forward and our spine nice and long. So breathing, squeezing with the legs. This is boat pose. Maybe we let go. If we've got a lot of core strength, maybe we play with our leg placement. That's what I'm working on, is getting those legs higher. Breathing in and breathing out, finding what is comfortable. Maybe our arms are out here. Maybe they're here. Maybe they're here. Whatever feels good. Exhale and release. Woo! We're going to come down to the mat. It is that awesome time, the yummy stretch time. There are ants everywhere. You can have your pillow behind your head or neck here if that's comfortable. We are down for the rest of class. So getting comfy here. We're going to send the right leg long and bring the left knee in and hug it towards the chest. Maybe we take our right hand on our right hip crease and make sure it's flat to the earth and we've got contact there with the leg and the glutes. And breathing in, bring that knee closer to the nose and exhale, relax the shoulders down and away. Giving our thighs some love. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to inhale and send that left leg up high, interlacing the fingertips behind the left thigh. So whether the knees are bent or straight, whatever feels good to you, a little bit of shake is okay as long as we're not too strained. Practicing flexibility. Maybe we take some circles in the sky with our toes, going clockwise and counterclockwise. Breathing in, squeezing that leg a little closer to the upper body. Exhale, relaxing. You can go ahead and bend that left knee. And we're going to bring the right foot to the earth, so bending right knee, right foot on the earth. And we're going to stack the left ankle over right knee. And we're going to create a triangle shape, setting up for thread the needle, my favorite leg stretch. This is also reclined pigeon, if you're wondering why it looks familiar. So breathing in, we're going to interlace the fingertips behind the right thigh and start to bring both legs towards the chest. Ooh, I'm feeling it today. Finding what feels good. You should feel it over here in the piriformis region, in the quads. You can choose to maybe rock side to side here, finding a little movement. Or you could bring the right leg high to the sky as well, seeing how that changes the stretch. But I tend to feel the most sensation just keep a 90-degree angle. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing the upper body, relaxing the skin of the face. And as we exhale, we're going to come into a supine twist and drop the feet just as they are. Don't move them. Still in this thread the needle or reclined pigeon. Side body. If twists aren't comfortable for you, Danielle, if that feels weird, you can do Baddha Konasana instead. And we're just going to bring the soles of the feet together. I recommend this one for you, Danielle. Actually, this is really good. Bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the thighs go out to the side. So we're getting a big hip opener here and a big stretch here. It's a little different than your supine twist, but we're still stretching out those legs and thighs. If we're in supine twist, our shoulder blades are down to the earth. We can have arms out in a T like I'm doing. You can bring arms to goalpost arms, and you can do this in Baddha Konasana as well with the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. With each exhale, relaxing a little bit further, letting go of the tension in the hips and just releasing to the earth. Relaxing the skin of the face. I tend to hold a lot of stress in my face and my shoulders, and I'm constantly walking around unintentionally with my face scrunched up. So it's nice to take a moment and relax the skin of the face. Breathing in, we're going to bring the legs back through center and set up for the opposite side. So we're letting left leg go long, right knee hugged into the chest, getting set up here, checking in with our hip points. Breathing in, breathing out, giving that right knee a big old hug, big squeeze. And on the inhale, we're going to lift up the leg and the foot towards the sky. Maybe we take those ankle circles again, whatever feels nice. Going clockwise and counterclockwise. Big inhale, bringing leg towards the upper body. And exhale, relaxing the shoulders, sinking into that deep stretch. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and release the foot from the sky. We're going to plant the left foot on the earth, bending that left knee, and then we're going to stack right ankle over left knee. So coming into our thread the needle or reclined pigeon again. And we're going to bring the hands behind the left thigh, interlacing there, and start to gradually bring both legs towards the upper body. Breathing in, whew, breathing out. Maybe we find that movement, maybe not. Can feel a little interesting. If we're really tight in the hamstrings, maybe we stay still. Option to kick the right leg or left leg into the air. Just remembering to breathe. That is the most important part of yoga. And on your next exhale, we're going to drop, if we're coming into our supine twist, drop that right foot towards the earth, leaving the legs in that reclined pigeon or thread the needle. Coming into our supine twist. Danielle, you're going to do that Baddha Konasana again. Breathing in and breathing out. If our arms are out to the side, making sure our shoulder blades are rooted on the earth. Whether we have Texas T arms or goalpost arms, maybe a combination of both, depending on our shoulder blades. This is a really big chest opener. If you need more sensation, you can bring the arms up and overhead and clasp opposite elbows, as long as our shoulder blades are on the earth. I'm still working on goalpost arms all the way out, or all the way to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, coming back up through center, we're going to place the feet, both feet, flat on the earth with a bend in the knee. And we're going to walk the shoulder blades under the back body. We're coming into bridge. So walking the shoulder blades under the back body, walking the heels as close to the glutes as you can get, reaching the fingertips towards the heels, planting palms on the earth. And we're going to breathe in, ascend those hips and pelvis up towards the sky. So we're going to feel a nice chest opening again, hugging those thighs together in space, or not in space, theoretically, energetically hugging the thighs together, leaving a space between the thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, exhale and release the pelvis towards the earth. We're gonna hug both knees in towards the chest. Maybe we rock a little side to side. This is called Apanasana. Maybe draw some circles with the knees in the sky or on the ceiling. Clockwise and counterclockwise. And wherever we are, bringing the knees in for that big hug once more. And then sending the legs. Our last pose is banana pose here. So it's kind of what it sounds like. We're making a banana shape with our bodies. So we're going to walk the feet just tick-tock over to the left side of our mat or our blanket until we start to feel, and our hips and our tailbone are rooted on the earth here, and until we start to feel that stretch in the right side body here. And then if it feels comfortable, we can walk the upper body maybe a slight bit over to the right as well, or the left, I'm sorry. And then maybe we add in our hands up and overhead, letting them rest where they may, preferably arms on the earth, but if we have a little bit of hover, as long as the shoulders are planted, kind of stretching over towards the left. Breathing in and breathing out. If we can't feel the stretch enough in the right side body, adjust our feet. If we're not able to keep our hips or our upper body rooted to the earth, maybe we back out a little. Breathing here, breathing out. And when we're ready, walking the feet back through center, walking the upper body back through center if we had it over to the left. And then we're going to set up for the opposite side, so walking the feet over towards the right. So now we want to feel that sensation in the left side body. So checking in with our hips. If it feels funky in the hips and it feels like they're the joint feels a little weird, don't go full force, just a little bit. Bringing the hands in, maybe the upper body. Maybe you let the neck go over to the side. I have neck problems, so I typically leave it straight. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing the skin of the face here. And when we breathe in, seeing if we can feel the rib cage inflate. Really makes us aware of our breathing in this elongated pose. And when we're ready, walking the feet back through center and the upper body back through center. Getting comfy wherever we are. We're staying down and coming into our meditation. So everybody, we have our eye pillows here if you'd like them to place over the eyes. It kind of helps with zenning out. I'm going to sit up for this meditation so you guys can hear me better. but I highly recommend laying down and connecting with the earth. You can do Baddha Konasana legs like Athena has. You can do legs out long. Breathing in and sitting or laying long, stretching through the feet. So creating in your mind's eye this long line of energy from soles of the feet, our anchoring points on the earth, all the way up through the upper body, through the neck and out the crown, where we hold all of our knowledge. Maybe we place a hand on the heart and a hand on the belly. Getting in touch with that breath. Breathing in and feeling the belly expand and the chest. And as we exhale, feeling the chest fall and the belly fall. Maybe placing that hand to feel our heartbeat. And today's meditation is all about gratitude. Being grateful for where we live, as I talked about at the beginning of class, this beautiful, beautiful country full of different landscapes and scenery, different weather. Being grateful for the variety of people and cultures that live here. The fact that in one city we can go out and taste Thai food and Mexican food and Italian just on the spur of the moment. Breathing in, breathing out. And on a deeper level, being thankful for our safety. Most of us don't have to worry about the safety of our body and the safety of our family. Being grateful for that sense of security. Being grateful for the roof over our heads, and our bed, and our home. Being grateful for our body, as that's a sense of home too. Even if our world is turned upside down and maybe you don't feel safe, or maybe you at this point in time don't have a roof over your head, YouTube and Facebook, we still have our body, and our body, I know it's cliche, is our temple, but our body is a sense of home. We live here, not just in the physical, but in the spiritual, in the emotional, and our body is our own. And being thankful for that. Breathing in and breathing out. Before we close today, I want each and every one of you to pick one thing that you're grateful for that we haven't already talked about. Just anything in your life, finding one point and bringing that to mind, and maybe a smile to the face. Feeling how that makes your heart expand with love. And sealing in this practice and our gratitude, we're going to bring the palms to touch at heart center, right there on the sternum, on our beating heart. Sealing in this gratitude, whatever it is. And as we slowly wake up, you can release the palms, You can roll out the wrists and the fingers. You can roll out the ankles. And wherever we are, rolling on to the side and meeting me in a seated position when you're ready. And as always, thank you for practicing with me. The light in me honors and loves the light in you. Namaste.